If I woke up tomorrow and I lost everything, no audience, no products, no income, and I had to make money online from scratch, I already know exactly what I would do. And I'm going to tell you why I live my regular, everyday life. Hey besties, welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Lane. Welcome in to the Soft Work Era Club, y'all. And like I just said, I am just going to be talking about what I would do if I had to start over from scratch, start over from zero, and rebuild my entire digital product business. But I'm going to be doing it vlog style, y'all. I'm just going to be taking y'all through my day-to-day, which there's not much going on, and talking about different things that I would do or the exact steps that I would do if I had to start from zero. So that way you don't make the mistakes that I did and you know exactly how to do this and how to start making money in the online space. So first off, it is a Thursday. So happy Thursday. It is February 19th, I believe. And I just got done cleaning out my freaking closet, y'all. Dust was everywhere. Actually, not my closet. It was actually the washroom, y'all. Because I have so many shoes, I have shoes stacked up in our washroom. So I had to go through all of those shoes because I had 3 piles, y'all. We had a keep pile, a Goodwill pile, and a trash pile. And y'all, so many freaking shoes. And guess what I did? Can you guess? Kept majority of them. So I did have a Goodwill pile that my other half just took out for me to take the Goodwill. I did have some I had to throw away because you know, if you don't wear shoes and they stay in the box too long, they will dry rot. So the ones that were kind of like messed up, we threw those away. But y'all, so much freaking dust. Like, I'm not understanding why is it so dusty. I never remember having to dust this much. But I'm glad I got that done, y'all. I'm about to go. I do need to go to the dollar store because I need to go get some more of those dust refill things, you know, that you put on the wand where you can dust easier. I need to go get some more of those because I like to use those. Y'all, if you can hear the lawnmower outside, just ignore it. Just ignore it. People don't want to mow their grass until they know I'm about to start vlogging. Hopefully y'all can't hear it, but if you can, that's the guy mowing outside. So, like I was saying, y'all, I just got done doing that. It is currently like 11:30, so I've been up a while. I've day traded, I've been up, I've had my coffee, I've talked to God, all the things. I don't have a lot planned today. The only thing that I really have to do as far as leave is go to the store. I want to get the duster. I want to get some more witch hazel. I need creamer. Something else, y'all. I don't know. I got a list though. Small stuff that I need. Oh, I need to get a perm because I want to straighten my hair because I'm going to be getting braids on Monday. Hopefully, y'all. Getting my box braids back. So yeah, those are the things that I need to get. I don't necessarily have to get them today. It could be Friday. And then I'm going to go. Y'all know what today is. It's Thursday. So it's girls' day. I'm going to go meet my friend around 2 o'clock at the cafe, 2:30. And then once she closes, because she closes at 3, we're going to head out to Restaurant Depot, go get inventory. And then once we finish getting inventory, we're going to go have happy hour and have girls' day, right? So that's the plan today. Not much going on. I've been kind of cleaning up, straightening up, like I said, going through my shoes because I knew there were shoes that I didn't need. So yeah. Y'all, I'm getting my water in. I've been drinking a lot of water lately, and I got my Stanley filled up with water because, baby, one thing we're going to do before happy hour is we're going to hydrate. Yep, we are going to hydrate. But, y'all, let me get straight into these things that I would do if I had to start from scratch because I know how y'all is. Y'all impatient, and y'all want to get straight to the point, but I told y'all, this is vlog style. I'm vlogging my day, and I'm going to just be talking about these things in the vlog. So y'all be patient. Be patient. I got y'all. We're going to let him quit mowing or finish mowing. And then we're going to come back and we're going to resume this conversation. Okay? So as soon as the noise stops, I'll be right back with y'all to tell y'all the first thing that I would not do if I was starting as a beginner and starting over from scratch. Hey y'all, it's a little bit later. It's almost 1 o'clock. As y'all can see, I went ahead and got dressed, put on some jeans. Cute little top, y'all, because it's hot outside. It's like 75 degrees. It's cloudy, though, but it's hot. So That way I don't have to worry about getting ready later. I'm not going to leave the house till probably like 2:15ish, something like that. But y'all, back to what I was saying. Step one, the first thing that I would not do, the first thing that I would do if I was starting over from scratch would be to start with a done for you digital product, which is something that I did do. So a lot of people try to start and create their own products in Canva, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, if you are a complete beginner in the digital marketing space, do not go into Canva and try to create your own product, because you know what's going to happen? That's going to lead to you being frustrated. It's going to lead to you not wanting to do it. You're going to have so many questions. You're going to want to, after you create the product, now you want to know if it's good. How do you sell it? How do I set up the store? How do I connect the payment processor? Like all the things that go into it. Yes, you have the product, but now what? How do I market? How do I make content? How do I promote, right? So if you're brand new, do not do that. And I thank God that I came across done for you digital products in the beginning of my journey. And that is exactly how I started. So that's the first thing that I will actually repeat again. Start with a done for you product, meaning something that's already done, a course, a program, a system, something that somebody else already created. Now, there's a catch to that. Not any old product, y'all. Not any old product. You want something that is going to let you learn and earn at the same time. Y'all, that is the key. Because you're new, you need something that's going to teach you what to do step by step. How to set up the store, how to build content, how to grow your following, how to actually get people to trust you, how to figure out your target audience. Like all of those things matter, y'all. So you need a product that is going to do those things, but also give you other things inside that you can promote and sell as your own or with master resale rights. That means that somebody else created the program and you get to resell it for 100% profit. If you don't start like that, you can start with an affiliate program. Somebody else created it, you get to resell it at a high commission. So I'm going to give you some examples of that. SOB, the product that I'm currently pushing, Standing On Business, is a master resale rights program. That means somebody else created it, you can buy it just like I did, and you get to learn from it, build multiple streams of income, but the program itself has master resale rights, so you get to resell it and earn 100% of all of your profits, right? If you want to start with something affiliate, that will be like UBC, Ultimate Branding Course. $499 course. That is exactly how I started, y'all. 2024 as a complete beginner in this space. And I was able to resell it at the time as master resale rights, but it switched over to affiliate maybe like a year later, which is still cool, y'all, because the thing about affiliate, you want to make sure you're getting high commission. So every time I sell UBC, I earn 85%. Y'all, 85% of $499 is $424 per sale. You see what I'm saying? So you want to start with programs like that are teaching you what you need to know. They have good community, and you're able to use that product as your first digital product. Done for you products. That's exactly what that is. It's already done. You're not going in Canva and you're not creating anything. Got it? Y'all got it. Now, like I say, there's nothing wrong with starting with an ebook or a guide, but the thing is you need to have some kind of knowledge already. So say, for example, you go and grab an ebook from somebody that is on, let's just say, drop shipping, right? You want to talk about drop shipping. You may have a little knowledge on it and you want to sell an ebook because a lot of people, want to learn drop shipping still, right? So you go get this ebook. It's already done. It's a great ebook. It's teaching step by step how to do drop shipping. Now you bought it and you're brand new as a beginner and you're like, okay, I have this ebook. It's great. It's valuable, but now I'm stuck because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to set up the store. I don't know how to do X, Y, Z. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you don't want to start with things like that. You want to start with other things that also teach you. So you're learning and earning at the same time. That's how that works, y'all. So hopefully that's making sense. So that's the number one thing you want to make sure you do. Start with a done for you product. Do not try to start from scratch as a beginner. Trust me. Y'all, and right now I'm just kind of checking my emails, making sure I got all my content scheduled out for today. Because once I leave, y'all, the last thing I want to do is be worrying about like content, So I literally scheduled a reel for Instagram. I have something scheduled for YouTube Shorts. I just posted to TikTok, and then I had already posted a reel on Instagram this morning. So Oh, and I did my full story sequence this morning. So when I do go out with my friends, y'all, I'm not worried about content. Like, I'm going to be capturing content, but it won't be for now. Like, everything I need to go out today has gone out, unless I just decide to pick up the camera and like do something in the moment. So that's all I'm doing. And y'all, as I was talking to y'all, somebody just joined AICC, which is the AI Content Creator Community. Now, granted, it's only $7 a month, but I earn 50% of that, which is only $3.50 monthly. And y'all, those monthly recurring commissions add up when you start getting a lot of people. So I just wanted to show y'all how you can literally be working on something else, going about your day, check your email, and somebody joined something. That can just as easy be UBC for 424 or SOB for 111. You know what I mean? So get your butt started. That's all I'm gonna say, because you want to be able to make income from your phone, and you want to be in control of your time and your money. You don't want these 9 to 5s to be in control of your time. Okay, y'all, right now I need to eat because I haven't eaten, and I don't want to go out with my friends and then we get a drink or two and I haven't eaten anything. I literally have not eaten, and it's 1 o'clock. So I'm about to make me a grilled cheese sandwich real quick, so that way I can put something on my stomach and I'm not freaking starving while I'm out. And I know y'all, I need to quit doing that. You know what? I actually did eat. Let me stop lying. So I actually had a bowl, y'all. I had a, matter of fact, I forgot that I ate that. It wasn't a lot, y'all. It was like at 8 o'clock this morning. It was eggs, sausage, and potatoes and cheese, like just in a bowl, no tortilla. I forgot that he brought me that home to eat this morning, y'all. So yeah, I did eat. So I take that back. But I'm about to make me a grilled cheese sandwich so I can eat something for lunch. That way, when I do get ready to head out, we're good, y'all. And I might not have time to go to the store to get the perm, the witch hazel, the creamer. I might have to do it either when I get back tonight or this evening, or I'll just wait till tomorrow on Friday and do it. Now that I'm looking at my camera too, I need to delete some stuff because it says I have like an hour and something left of footage. And I don't know about y'all, but when I vlog, once I upload my vlog, if it's not like something sentimental, like I want to keep, like I kept my Christmas vlog with my kids, I kept my I Quit vlog, but if it's not nothing like important, I delete my vlogs. Like, I'm not going out buying these high-ass SD cards. Like, we don't need to be doing that. Once you do a vlog, delete the footage. Reuse the same SD card, unless you just want to have all those multiple SD cards. But yeah, y'all, I'm just making this grilled cheese. I literally just put butter in the skillet, put my bread down, put my cheese on top, and put my other bread on top. And while that bottom part is browning, the cheese is kind of melting already. And then I put more butter, flip it over, and the other side gets to brown. And by that time, the cheese is melted. And that's how I do mine, y'all. So that's all I'm doing right now. Trying not to burn it up because I'm talking to y'all. So hold on. I just sat down. I'm about to eat my food really quick, and then I will come back with another thing that I would do if I was starting from zero and building my business all over again. But y'all, I got my grilled cheese. If you know me, baby, I love me a good grilled cheese sandwich. So I made 2. Yes, I did. I made 2 because who's going to eat 1? So we got us 2 nicely browned grilled cheese sandwiches. Y'all, I will talk to y'all in a minute. All right, besties. Y'all, I'm finally in the car. 2 o'clock. Oh, the cop just got somebody. What they do? They either was speeding or they ran their light. One of the two. But y'all, I'm in the car. It's 2 o'clock, so I'm pushing time. I was going to go to Target. Well, I probably am still going to go to Target because I wanted a Alani. But I want to get my coffee creamer, too, while I'm in there. But that means I will have to bring it back home. And I don't want to have to do that. Like, I don't want to have to come back home. But I also don't want to have to go back to Target. Right? So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there. I'm going to grab 2 Alanis. I'm going to get my creamer. We're going to come back home. We're going to drop that off. And then we're going to head up to meet my friend. That's the plan, y'all. That is the plan. That's the plan. And then all the stuff I need from the dollar store I can do tomorrow. But at least I don't have to go to Target. And yes, I'm going to Target, y'all. It's more convenient. It's quicker for me to get there. And I'm on a time limit right now. But yeah. Oh yeah, y'all. I finally found this case that goes over my DJI to keep the gimbal from moving, like when it's in your purse and stuff. Guess where it was? On the side of my passenger door. Along with a whole bunch of other stuff that needs to either go in the trash or in the house. My car is so freaking messy. I said today I was going to clean it out, but that's going to have to wait till tomorrow too. Or maybe I could wait till Sunday and just get my man to do it when he off. That may work better. I don't know, y'all, but I want to clean my car real good, go through the car wash. I got stuff in here that needs to come out, stuff in my trunk, stuff on the side of the doors. You know how you just accumulate stuff? Plus it's dirty in here. I need to vacuum. So that's gonna have to wait, like I said, Friday, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But y'all, back to what we was talking about. Back to the next thing that I would do if I was starting from zero with my digital product business. So the next thing I would do is not think or wait until I got followers. So people have this misconception like they need 5,000-10,000 followers, right, to get started with digital products. And the honest truth is you don't need any followers, because the thing is you're going to build, y'all hope I'm not shaking. I hope the gimbal doing its job. You're going to build your following in the process, y'all. So you don't need following. So like I said, if I was to start over, I would make sure I just started and I didn't try to wait until I had a certain number of people watching me. I would just build from scratch, and the people who were for me would find me, right? That's another thing that I would do if I was starting over from scratch, y'all. Also, I would focus on one platform, two tops, right? One or two, no more than that. And I would definitely focus on one product in the beginning. One product. So one product and maybe a freebie if I was starting from scratch. So a lot of people like to get multiple products and try to be on multiple platforms, and they're brand new as a beginner. And you know what happens? Y'all get overwhelmed, y'all get burnt out, and y'all end up quitting. I literally built my momentum by just posting consistently, y'all, before I was even ready. Like, when I look back at my content, I'm glad I started imperfect, because if I would have waited till I was perfect, it would have just took me longer to get to where I was going. So I just built momentum just by showing up and posting consistently without thinking I needed a ton of followers, right? So yeah, that's another thing I would do if I was starting from a zero. And I'm glad, y'all, that I did start with one product, because when I started, y'all, I was new to the digital marketing space. I bought UBC, Ultimate Branding Course, brand new, and all I had on my store for a while was UBC and then the free sneak peek to UBC. And I can honestly say it worked out, y'all, because I had a lot of momentum. I made $10,000 my second month as a beginner, and I honestly think I was able to make money so fast because I focused on one product, y'all. And that's what I talked about in my content all the time. So use that, y'all, as a piece of advice. One product, two tops. One platform, two tops. In the beginning, as you grow and you start making income and you start learning more, then you can start mixing and mingling. Okay? But y'all, I'm at Target. It's 2:16. Let me get my butt in here real quick, because I need to be up there where she's at by 3. Before 3. Because she closes at 3. And I did just talk to my man, and he told me that I didn't have to get the creamer. He'll get it when he goes to HEB when he gets off. So guess what? I ain't got to go back to the house. So I'm going in here. I'm about to grab Witch Hazel, and I'm about to grab me 2 Alanis and come back out, and we're about to head up to meet the girls. So yeah, let's get out, and then we'll finish the discussion later. Oh, y'all, and I got my Meta Ray-Bans on, so we're recording on the Meta, so we ain't even got to pull that phone out. I'm going to have my camera for y'all. And then we got the Meta for the short form content, okay? Post that content. Well, first record it, right? Y'all, my button on my shirt keep coming apart. Y'all, it's hell having big breasts. You know what I mean? And I put a safety pin in it, because the last thing y'all gonna do is see something pop out. Like, I put a safety pin in one section, so the button neck does keep coming loose. You ain't about to see nothing. Ain't nothing happening. I bet y'all like this girl crazy. Y'all, I really am. Ain't nothing happening over here. Y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but right in between these 2 buttons is a safety pin. But y'all, let me get out. It's 2:17. Let's go. Which one? What's the difference? I think this is the one I get. The natural. I thought Target would have my perm that I use. I mean, granted, I haven't put a perm on my hair in years. I don't know, y'all. I think we're gonna try this one. Wait, what's the difference? Okay, no, this is the full application. This is the touch-up. Considering I haven't had a perm, we're gonna get the full application. Y'all, that's the stuff I was putting on my curls. On my curly hair I have. This right here is so good for curly hair. If you don't want crunchy curls, this right here.
$19, 100 or more.
Why do I keep putting it up there?
I can't do the 100 or more. I can't do that.
A lot of people can't.
Yeah, everything is just going crazy.
It is.
Except for the ring.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. $19 is crazy for 4 things. A perm, witch hazel, and 2 Alanis. The fuck is going on in America? Anyways, y'all, I got these 2. I like peach a lot. So I got another peach. And I got a cherry slush. As y'all can see, both of these have 10 calories. Yeah, so both of these are 10 calories. I just gotta decide which one I'm gonna drink now. And we need to go, y'all, because it's 2:31. Let's head over there. It takes me about 10-12 minutes to get there. So yeah, let's figure this out. I think we're gonna roll with peach, y'all, and then the rest of this can just stay in the car. Basically, I just gotta remember to get it out the car. Y'all, my car's so freaking junky. And let's charge this case, because why is my meta case at 0%? Like, ma'am, I need you charged up, not down. All right, y'all, let's head out. People be taking a slow time when you letting them pass. I'd be wrong if I just sped up or hit the gas, you know? One thing about me, if I'm crossing the street, I go. Like, if I know somebody's waiting on me, out of courtesy, I move a little quicker if I can. Now, if you can't, that's different. But to walk slow and nonchalant and people waiting on you, y'all, that's entitlement. I don't care what nobody says. Freaking entitlement. Y'all, since we are on the way, why not let's chat, y'all? So another thing I would do if I was starting over from scratch is I would just talk in my messaging and in my content like I was talking to one specific friend that matched my target audience. I would just talk like I'm talking to a friend, because one thing about it, when you talk like you're talking to a friend, you tend to keep it natural, right? You keep it natural, you keep it authentic, and you don't try to be somebody else. And y'all, I get it, it's hard when you're first starting out to like try to be like other people, because you're looking at other people's content as inspiration, right? And sometimes we switch up what we would really say to match what they say, because we feel like, okay, they have this many followers and you see all this engagement on their content. The thing about it is, y'all, these big ass freaking trailers in front of me, y'all, let me hurry up and go around. But the thing about it, y'all, don't get misguided based on people with a lot of followers. There's tons of people who have lots and lots of followers, y'all, and they're not making no money online. Zero. Nothing. Then there's people who have tons of followers and they may be making a lot of money. But do not think followers equal money, because they don't. So I would just talk like I'm talking to a friend, and I would keep my conversation and my messaging just like that. And you're going to stand out because you're being true to who you are. You're not trying to be somebody else. And guess what? There's only one you. There's only one me. People may try to mimic me, they try to be me, but baby, you're not me. And I'm not you. And I don't want to be. You know what I mean? So that's another thing I would do if I was starting over now, because this is something that I actually did. I would use other people's content as inspiration. I never copied them, but I would find myself changing up my wording to match what they were saying, because I thought, okay, maybe if I say it this way, I'll get more reach. No, baby, don't do that. Be you. Be you. Another thing, ignore the views. Hard as it may be, I'm talking to myself, my old self. If I were to start from scratch, I would ignore the views, because I was not getting a lot of eyes on my content, and I was so overwhelmed and extra stressed for no freaking reason. Y'all, when I think back on my journey, I did well, y'all. I made $10,000 my second month. I started April of 2024 and I made $10K in May of 2024. But in the midst of that, I didn't see that the journey I was going through was awesome. It was great because I was so focused on the fact that I wasn't getting a lot of views. It was slow growth. And if I were to go back and start over, I would not focus on views. I would just focus on my content, focus on my messaging, focus on one product, focus on one platform, maybe two, and I would just do it that way. Yeah, that's what I would do, y'all. So if y'all are listening and y'all want to get started, these are things that I'm telling you I would do if I were to start over from zero. Some of these things I actually did, and some of them I did not. You know what I mean? But I know now. And I don't even think I mentioned, the number one thing is learn marketing, y'all. Learn the skill of digital marketing. Learn the skill of digital marketing, which is basically selling online, y'all. It's social media. It's selling online. I wish I would have started sooner. But you know what? I'm thankful to God that I started when I did, because one thing I know, two things for sure, everything happens for a reason. If God brings you a vision and puts you in this space and has you want to do this, has you want to start a digital product business, and he's presenting this information to you and you're seeing me all the time, y'all, it's not for no reason. God is giving it to you, but he's not going to give you exactly what you need without you putting in the work, right? So yeah, I don't want to turn this into like a whole sermon, but that's it, y'all. That's it. That's all. I'm on my way to my friend. I wish I had a straw. I don't have a straw for this Alani. Already getting hot. I know she has straws up there, so what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to open it, because first of all, I got to go through checkpoint. Since her cafe is in the courthouse, every time you go up there, you have to go through a metal detector. I have to take off my watch, my belt. I don't have a belt today. And any electronics or keys have to go in like the bowl. And then you walk through. I mean, it's really simple. But it's just the fact that you got to do it. So, and then drinks. I went through there with my Alani before, and they just take the drink from you and set it on the other side. But I'm not even going to open it. So, but that's it, y'all. If I think of something else throughout this vlog, I'll come back with y'all. But now y'all just about to start seeing content, because this is a everyday vlog, y'all. My everyday life. It's midday. It's 2:40 p.m. Baby, I used to be at work at 2:40 p.m. Either when I worked at home from the bank, and then I don't even know if I told y'all this, but I used to work in construction, y'all. I used to wear steel toe boots at one point, and I used to work 13-hour shifts. 12 to 13-hour shifts, sometimes 14 if you include travel. And I used to work 13 days straight with 1 day off. My construction, my refinery, my chemical plant people know exactly what I'm talking about. Great money. I'm getting all these hours. I'm getting all this overtime, double time. But the thing about that money, I had to work for it, baby. I had to work for it. And when I say work for it, I don't actually mean work, because I did do an important job, but I didn't do a lot of physical labor. Sometimes I did, but I really didn't. I worked like at a desk handing out radios, and sometimes I would go out in the field and like hook up breathing air equipment and check the lines and stuff like that. But I mean work as in, baby, I had to get my ass up at 4 something in the morning. I had to be at work at a certain time. I had to be there for 12 and a half hours. And then sometimes, depending on where I was working at, sometimes the drive was like 45 minutes. Y'all, that's a lot of time I was giving up throughout the day. Yeah, my checks were huge and they were good, but y'all, I lost so much time with my kids when they were younger. When I went through that little phase of working in the plants. And it was for a few years off and on, y'all. Off and on for a few years. At one point, it was 2 years straight. And then at the other points, it was like off and on. This year, maybe a couple years later, I would go back. You know, stuff like that. But I will say, I was much younger then. And hold on, y'all. But yeah, I will say I was much younger then, and now, baby, being in my early 40s, who trying to do that? Not me. I was walking flights of stairs, going up high in the structure. Baby, I've done it all, and I was good at what I did. I was great at it. I remember when I told them I was leaving because I put my 2 weeks notice in, baby, they did not want me to go. My boss's boss called me like a month later just to see if I was happy working from home, because he just knew I was going to be miserable going from working in a job like that where I see so many different people from all over the country to just being at home. And he wasn't lying, baby. I was miserable. But I also knew I had more time because I went from working 12-hour shift 13 days straight to working from 6:45 to 3:15, 8-hour shift. Problem with that was it was great at first, but it became an emotional and mental burden on my well-being. Customer service, baby, is a no-go. I'll go back to the plant before I go back to customer service. Because one thing about it, the mental and emotional toll that it takes on you dealing with people, especially on the phone, doesn't even compare to physical labor. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, y'all, I'm almost here. I just made it to the town. It's like the next town over from where we live. But I just made it here. So I'm about to go in here. They should be getting ready to close up around 3. I don't know if my other friend is going with us or not. But she's up here too. We'll see. And y'all, that's it. We literally go to Restaurant Depot, pick up some stuff. And then the place that we go to, the hookah bar, the hookah lounge, is like right down the street. If that's the plan, y'all. I don't even know if we're going. Like, I know we're going to Restaurant Depot, but I don't even know if we're doing happy hour. But either way go, baby, I'm down for the ride. Because guess what? As long as I got this phone, I can work. And the money don't stop. As long as I got my phone, I can work and I can do my job, y'all. Whether I'm at home or not. Y'all, that should be what y'all want. That's the goal. Take back your time. Take back your freedom. Like, even if you love your job, do not depend solely on a 9-to-5. The last thing I want for you is to wake up one day and they tell you, hey, your position has been ended, terminated, which be a damn lie. AI just took it, probably. You know what I mean? But that's the last thing I want from it for anybody, even myself, y'all. And one thing about it, I'm never going to be too cocky and say I'll never go back to a 9-to-5. That's why I try my best not to say that. I caught myself saying it one day and I was like, don't say that. Because one thing about it, God will humble you so fast. So fast. It's nothing wrong with saying you'll never go back, like in confidence. But that cockiness and all that. One thing about it, God know your heart. Let's just put it like that. When you say things, God know exactly what you mean when you said it. So I try not to say that, because one thing I know in life, God will humble you. And sometimes you got to go back. But as long as I can help it, as long as I'm in my right mind, I'm going to keep putting in the work and meeting God halfway. Bottom line. But baby, we're here. Let's listen. Let's hope we find an up close park. Damn, all these damn bumps. Because all that parking in the back, baby, we not trying to do that. And oh, is that no, that's handicapped. I can see it from here. But yeah, that's the up close parking lot. Okay. Y'all walking in between cars, please. Y'all, I was supposed to call my man while I was on my way here. I didn't even call him back. He gonna be big mad. I'm gonna have to call him in a second. Oh, not me finding an up close park in the main parking lot. Like, oh yes, this was meant to be here. Your girl got her a good park. I'm about to back in. Y'all know I'm not parking in the handicap. I'm backing into a regular parking spot. Okay. That's a good sign. Y'all, one thing about this backup camera, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, baby. All right, y'all. Let me get out. Let me call my man. Talk to him for a couple minutes before he have a fit. And I'll see y'all later. Either in here or when we go get us a drink. Hopefully. So,
I said 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my earnings. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. Tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. Tried to get by, but I'm...
still coming. All right, how are you?
Good. The love stuff and try legendary. I'm gonna get the old fashioned.
You can give me sidecar.
And then they'll start doing cool like
Morning, besties, y'all. It is the next day. It's Friday, February 20th. So happy Friday. I am at my desk, and y'all, yesterday we had such a good time. Made it home last night, and I didn't really feel like picking up the camera to finish off this vlog. So here I am this morning, and y'all already know I got my coffee. It says, "You're my lucky charm." I think it's perfect in time for March, spring break, St. Patty's Day, all the things. But I'm almost done with it, y'all. It's currently like 10 o'clock a.m. I ain't gonna lie, I slept in this morning. I didn't day trade. I slept in. I didn't get out of the bed until almost 9 o'clock. For me, that's sleeping in because I'm usually up. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, y'all, of me kind of just walking y'all through things that I would do if I was to start over from scratch when it comes to starting a digital products, a business, and making money online. And the reason I could talk about starting over so calmly is because, y'all, I already did it. I already know what to do differently if I was to start over. So I know what to tell y'all to do or not to do. So if you're in the stage right now where you're thinking about starting, or you're in a desperate stage where you've already started but you're not seeing income, and now you're getting a little flustered, if that's you, I'm just here to tell you, you do not need 17 different strategies, okay? You do not need that at all. All you need is one clear plan, y'all. One clear plan. Decide, yes, you want to learn digital marketing and how to sell digital products, because why wouldn't you? 2, change up your mindset. Get out of that broke mentality. Realize that you can have abundance just like everybody else. We're not here to just work and pay bills. That is not what God desired for us. So first, decide you want to do this. Second, switch up that mindset. That's very important. Third, invest in a done-for-you program, y'all. A done-for-you digital product. Invest. The perfect one for you to start with is either going to be the route I took, UBC. If you don't want to start with high ticket, y'all start with SOB, Standin On Business. Both are going to give you that community aspect with like-minded individuals so you can build without being on your own, okay? That's number 3. Number 4 is just actually putting in the work, creating the content, marketing the digital product that you have. Because the thing about it, how is anybody going to buy from you if they don't know that you're even selling anything that can help them, right? So you have to put in that work, and you have to show up consistently. And that's all you have to do. All of the stuff in between on the back end, setting up the store, knowing what all you need to have, y'all, all of that is learned inside of the program that you buy. So you don't got to think about that. You got to buy the program first and then set up your store. Learn how to create the content. Learn how to grow your following. Everything is literally going to be given to you step by step. That's why I tell y'all, you don't need followers. You don't need experience. You don't need to be tech savvy. You just need to show up as you, willing to learn. That's it. That's all. But anyways, y'all, I will leave all the links down in the description. If y'all have any questions for me, please drop them in the comments. I don't mind answering. And if it's something that requires me to make a video, I can also do that, y'all. So drop any questions y'all have down in my comments and let me know, y'all, because that helps me with knowing what it is y'all need to know and me knowing what type of content to put out that will keep y'all watching and coming back. Because y'all, I would not be where I am on this channel if it wasn't for my subscribers and my supporters. So thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. All right, y'all, that is it for today. If this helped you or shifted something in you, make sure to like this video and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss what's coming next. But until then, besties, I love y'all and I will see y'all in my next vlog. Bye.